Welcome to Dixie Sun News at noon. I'm Stephanie Dupar. When a Dixie Sun reporter was removed from a faculty senate meeting last semester, the ethics of the reporter's removal came to the surface. The Dixie Sun News organization took the issue to First Amendment lawyer Jeff Hunt, who said this should fall under the Open and Public Meetings Act. The decision is still being postponed until Utah Assistant Attorney General David Jones replies with the verdict, which is expected within the next few weeks. In an effort to reduce drug use and overdoses on campus, the Dixie State University Police Department has set up a prescription pill drop-off station in its office on campus. Disposing prescription pills at the police station allows the medication to be discarded safely and not end up in a landfill or water supply. Students who want to find out more details about the program can do so at dixiesunnews.com. Last week, we previewed the Miss Native Dixie pageant and introduced you to the contestants. Here's more coverage about Tuesday's event. Where are the teleprompts, guys? That 29th in the Gardner Center. 3 contestants competed in several categories, including Native Talent, On-Stage Interview, and Native Dress. Miss Native Dixie 2017, Chadrina Joe, was there to pass the crown and share her experience as Miss Native Dixie.
I loved it. I really love learning about other cultures. I got to learn more about my culture as well. That made me want to better myself, as well as not only for me, but for the other students, other Native Americans.
Even President Biff Williams joined in on the festivities.
I thought it was great. It was fun for me because this actually is my first Native Dixie State event because I'm always in the legislature, and this year they changed it up, so I'm here. And so this was so fascinating to see their culture, to see their tradition, modern talent. It's just a lot of fun to participate in the team.
Sophomore Amy Begay will be continuing that tradition as 2019 Miss Native Dixie. Here's what she had to say about her win.
I'm actually really shocked at it, and I'm pretty happy at this point.
That's awesome. Congratulations to the Miss Native Dixie 2019. We will be hearing more from Amy Begay and learning about her platform in a live interview later in the program. And on to more local news. Utah legislature is officially in its 63rd general session with several new bills on the horizon. These bills include the Utah Vital Statistics Act, which would require that genders determined at birth and can never be changed on official county birth certificates, and the Domestic Violence Revisions Bill, which would require aggravated cruelty to animals to be considered a domestic violence offense. Other bills that are being considered include Medicaid expansion and abortion amendments. The general session officially started on Monday, January 28th, and will continue until March 14th. The fire that burned down a recently constructed LDS church is being treated as a criminal investigation. In the early hours of Saturday the 26th, smoke rose from the attic of the church as flames quickly covered the building. Once firefighters were able to subdue the flames, investigators discovered that a fire started in a part of the building that lacked heat or energy sources, meaning that the fire had been intentionally set. Anyone with information regarding the LDS church fire or who started it should contact the St. George Police. Coming up next is the 2019 Miss Native Dixie winner, Amy Begay, joining us for an exclusive interview.
We have to be responsible ourselves for our minds.
True, right? But that's
we can't
that's
palm it off on being unwitting dupes and just say, oh well, it doesn't count because I got played.
Well, we have some unwitting dupes, Jennifer.
We do, but you can't say because we got played by the Russians that we have to redo the election.
Where do you find the titans of classical music in St. George? Classical music on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM. Where do you find the legends of jazz? Evenings on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Tuning in here with us today is the 2019 Miss Native Dixie pageant winner, Amy Begay, to discuss her new title. So Amy, last semester, the pageant was postponed due to a lack of participation. So what made you decide to participate this year?
It was actually my friends who were really encouraging me to join this pageant because they were like, you'll be fine. You'll be a good role model to us. And so I went out and I started asking other girls as well from the Native American Club. I go, let's do this pageant. Let's keep this going.
So as Miss Native Dixie, you get the opportunity to be a role model for others. You're just talking about role models. So who would you say that your role model has been?
I think my role model has probably been my mother. I basically learned everything from her. So I guess you can say I'm like a spit out version of my mom, but yeah, she would definitely be my role model.
So that's so sweet with your mom. I definitely feel the same way about mine. I love her. So what does it mean to you to have your culture represented in a pageant?
Knowing that it's here in St. George, Utah, not many people know about, the Native American culture. So to have this pageant, I feel like that us girls, we got to go up there and we got to represent our tribe and to let the community of St. George know who we are and that we're still here as a Native people.
So furthering that, as far as awareness, what else do you hope to accomplish as Miss Native Dixie?
Well, during my reign, I hope to encourage the Native American students here to achieve a higher education because statistically it's not very good of Native Americans graduating. So I would like to do that and I guess encourage them to get out there into the Dixie State community and just to be out there.
That's so great. I love that platform. So what does being Miss Native Dixie mean to you? I mean, you were just crowned.
Oh my gosh. It's honestly just been the past few days, it's been just eye-opening. I really like what I'm doing now and I hope that I can keep doing this. And I don't know, but I'm really enjoying it right now though.
All right, well, we wish you all the best luck on your reign. Congratulations, Amy. So stay tuned. Coming up next, we have a recap on sports and how the alumni baseball team is doing and more.
There is a place where the sun doesn't hide in the winter, where the greens stay green and the crimson canyons still glow. There is a place where dimples determine destiny and a tiny wooden tee holds the outcome in the balance. There is a place where we drive for show, putt for dough, and settle the score with another round. There is a place.
Man, where's Carrick? The show's about to start.
Carrick Segmiller approaches his ball after a beautiful approach shot. This ball landed about 12, 13 feet away as he lines up the putt. He'll have this one for birdie.
Hey, have any of you guys seen Carrick?
I think he went that way.
Segmiller eyes his ball as he lines it up. Again, this putt for birdie will win the tournament. He steps to his ball. The putt's on its way. It's got the right speed. It's in! Carrick Segmiller for birdie to win the tournament as the crowd goes wild. He is celebrating. He is ecstatic.
Yeah. Carrick, we got shooter in like 5 minutes. Let's go.
Come on, man. I'm just playing some golf.
Let's go.
Welcome back. Dixie State's spring sports teams are getting all fired up for this season. Last Friday's women's basketball fell to Colorado Mesa with a score of 42-65, but Trailblazers bounced back the next day with a 57-50 victory over Western Colorado. Men's basketball now has a 4-game win streak after an 86-61 victory over Colorado Mesa and a 96-91 victory over Western Colorado. Both teams will be back in the Burns Arena this weekend. The Trailblazers will take on Fort Lewis on Friday night and Adams State on Saturday night. Women's basketball plays at 5:30 p.m. and men's basketball starts at 7:30. Baseball is traveling to California for their first 4 games of the season. They will face Cal State San Bernardino first on Friday at 1 p.m. Baseball is also set to play 3 games against St. Martin's University. The first game is at 5 p.m. on Friday, the second is Saturday at noon, and the third is Sunday at 11 a.m. To kick off the upcoming baseball season, members of the 2004 baseball team returned to campus and competed in the 7th annual alumni game. Monique Chavez has more on the story.
Dixie State Baseball Alumni Game.
Today we had 36 alumni here, and I just love them getting to see each other again. Some of them haven't seen each other since they graduated, so just the camaraderie and the time they spend with each other in the dugout. This year what we did was we split them by kind of older and younger, so everybody that graduated from 2014 and older were one team, and then all the younger guys were on the other team.
The atmosphere, the people, coaches came back this year as our 15-year reunion. Team, the program, I'd like to see them to continue to get better, rise. I think there's a lot of ambition here, a lot of great people in the right spots.
Hanging out with the friends that we played with and seeing the coach and the new players and just playing on this beautiful field is the best part. It's just fun to come back to the field and relive the glory days for a day.
The alumni had positive things to say about DSU's move to Division I.
Looks like they're going D1, which is a really big step in the right direction, and a lot of spirit here and changes on the campus that look really good.
They go D1, they're going to skyrocket. I can't imagine anybody that wouldn't want to play on this field. Well, they're going D1, so it's going to get better. Probably get a lot more money, more facilities, better equipment for the players. It's going to be good.
For Dixie Sun News, I'm Monique Chavez.
For information on how to join the DSU Baseball Dugout Club, contact DSU Associate Athletic Director Wendy Bulkley. And that's it for this week's edition of the Dixie Sun News at noon. We will see you next week, same time, same place, and as always, have a great week, Trailblazers.